I had let you make it because but now that we acquainted and I did a little research, yeah, you lied to me.
What I lie about,
I ain't gonna.
man?
I'm gonna do it on the show. I'm gonna wait till we live. I want to make sure we get it all.
Yeah,
Lied to me. You
yeah,
lied
I'm
to me.
ready.
Yeah,
I ain't
you
gonna do
being
no lying.
biased. You being biased, like I said.
About my quarterback, you think I'm
Uh,
being biased by Joe?
Blues Clues. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, absolutely.
All right,
We'll
man.
get to the bottom of it.
I think it's a little likewise. You know.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
Yes, sir.
You a big fan of Joe?
I'm a Niner fan. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of Joe. You feel me? I'm a 49er fan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He just so
Nah,
happened to be one.
I just so happen to leave it at that until then, till she press record.
Yes, sir.
I was just waiting for Naughty.
Okay, cool.
He's about to hop on, but since I'm gonna play moderator today, Law, you get to make it.
Tiffany. I mean Wildcat or whatever you would like to be called. Dude, don't piss me off early. Don't piss me off early because I already don't spank you. And then Mr. Rich and he played a fat. Can we just get to the show? I ready to get my shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, you were wrong, but you
I
could
was
get it.
not wrong.
Are y'all back on that?
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just closing it out, but go ahead, sir. I mean,
It
wow.
was like we had a new layer of consideration. So it's a question that I wanted to pose because Rick made a very good point. He said that there are a lot of people that have Super Bowl rings in between 3 and 7. So why are we comparing Patrick Mahomes to the guy that has 7 without going from 3 to 4 and up?
Because of
What's
the
for?
time span.
Because of the so you saying because he did it so quick that's why you throwing him up there?
Well, I mean, it's the best start to a career ever. If you've been in the league 8 years and you was in a Super Bowl, five of those years, and one year
Correct.
you was a rookie.
Brady didn't reach or see a Super Bowl until when? Like year 5, 6, 7, maybe.
Right. So the trajectory
Okay,
says
but hold
that.
on. You have to remember what the Chiefs were when Patrick Mahomes came in and took over quarterback versus what the Patriots were when Tom Brady came in and took over quarterback.
And what does that mean?
There's a difference between being a guy that can come into a team and make a difference and get a team to championships like a
And then
Patrick Mahomes. Go ahead.
being the guy who's coming onto a team filled with a lot of people. When Patrick came to the Chiefs, the team before Patrick got there was already in the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Andy Reid's claim to fame, though. He was doing that over there with the Eagles. He could not get it done. He hadn't had a Super Bowl.
Okay, so if you're saying that this is a coach who historically leads teams to the next level, we're not denying that Patrick Mahomes was the quarterback he needed to get him a Super Bowl, but there's a difference in being the person and the guy that is building a team and taking that team to Super Bowls and the guy that's the catalyst to take it over the top.
How when
Yeah,
every year
exactly.
you draft a quarterback to take you to the Super Bowl. So if you
Okay,
finally get one and you haven't had one, what are we talking about? Nobody plays for an AFC championship
okay, but
or
watch
NFC
this.
championship.
No one's calling Saquon the greatest running back of all time, and he was the piece that the Eagles needed to win a Super
It
Bowl.
was
Right.
Exactly.
Saquon Barkley wasn't solely the piece, but go ahead.
He was though.
No, he
That
wasn't.
was the piece that the
He was the
Eagles had.
final piece.
Thank you.
He was the
I
missing
mean,
piece, basically.
he's the reason they got it. He's just the reason they got it done this time. The Eagles came crazy close, whether it was bad calls, bad luck. I don't think Saquon ensured the victory for sure, but he wasn't like they could have done the same thing with a similar talented running back. I think
Nah.
a slightly less good running back.
He took him over the top, man. He for sure took it. When you look at what everybody what the Eagles bring to the table, like
Mhm.
that running game for sure took them over the top. You give
Okay,
me Jalen
well,
Hurts is not
it,
the
Right. No, I'm saying he definitely made a difference. What I mean is this. Let's say there was somebody who was like a notch under him, right? the next best back that year. You could have swapped him out with Saquon and probably got the same result. That's what I'm saying.
Miles Sanders was a top 5 running back the year the Eagles lost the Super Bowl.
I don't know about Miles Sanders ever being a top 5 back.
He was that year.
A top 5 back, far as what?
Rushing yards.
They always had a good running game. Eagle always had a good running game,
Right, so-
regardless. You know what I'm saying? But Saquon took him over the top because now you have a premier back there. You give me a Miles Sanders. Nobody is game planning against a Miles Sanders. You
What
give
about
me.
Bijan?
But that's
You
just
gonna
one Super. Okay, even to the original point she made, that's just one Super Bowl. Let me talk about multiple. Now, if they start running them off multiples, then yeah, sure, Saquon should get the same.
But yeah, but the same way you see how Jalen won last year. We still not gonna go throw him the best quarterback because of the supporting cast.
Again, we're talking about multiple
Right.
Super Bowls.
But we're talking about supporting cast as well. You get me? And so when you talking about the best quarterback or putting him up there with Brady already, Brady did it with plenty of supporting cast with players who we didn't even know their names. You get me? He made
And also
names.
all stars. Also legends.
Who did Tom Brady win with that was a legend before they got there?
Before they got there?
Nobody had a proven name. Nobody was a
Did he
proven
win
name,
with
at
Moss?
least on the
No, he didn't.
at least
win.
on the offensive side.
He lost that year.
He didn't win with Randy Moss. That's when they went undefeated and they lost in the Super Bowl.
I mean, okay.
So maybe do we go instead of Patrick Mahomes to Tom Brady? Maybe do we go Patrick Mahomes to
Everybody
Joe
else.
No,
That basically.
no.
Hey,
Who
that
does
right
that?
there.
And then let me ask you this reason why we had. I had an epiphany.
Troy Aikman did get a few though. They had a run.
3.
So, Rich, how old are you, bro?
I'm 33, bro.
So you never really got to see Montana.
No, that's why when you asked me, I said I wouldn't call myself a Montana fan. But, I know my history. I'm a Niner fan.
So even without being able to see him and seeing Patrick, you still to take Montana.
I'm just going off of the facts. You give me like with an eye test. I've watched with my eye test, bro. I watched some people. I watched Peyton Manning. I watched the Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Brett Favre. I've seen these people too. I've seen people similar to Patrick Mahomes come into the league and be superstars. But I wouldn't put them on Brady's level.
Okay, but like I said, the initial conversation was about him being in the conversation with Brady. So if we're talking about tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, you tell me Patrick Mahomes is not a tier 1 quarterback?
Brady's the only tier 1. He's in the lane. To me, he's in the lane of his own. That's why when we say compare him, if Mahomes' career was if he don't win another ring today, can we say he's better than everybody else we naming? Can we throw him over everybody else if he doesn't win another ring today? You
certainly make the argument. Could you not?
You can make the argument that a quarterback that has 3 Super Bowls is better than a quarterback that has 4.
That's the point. That's the whole point, that you could have the conversation. That's all the conversation was about. Just like the LeBron and Jordan and Kobe conversation. You certainly can make an argument or a case for whoever is your guy. But the thing is, it's just a argument or a case. It's not necessarily end all be all.
No, understood. But that's my point. Is I'm saying we jumping the gun, throwing him up there with Tom Brady already. You get me? We haven't even talked about him being better than these other people. It just went straight from
what guys were guys before Mahomes got there?
We got Peyton Manning, man. We got the Aaron Rodgers.
I'm talking about when you talk about supporting cast.
They got the best tight end in the league.
He wasn't that.
Travis Kelce been good. They got Tyreek Hill
with Alex Smith. He wasn't.
He was. That's how they kept being so successful.
They were in the AFC Championship for a reason.
Yeah, they were. Okay, who else? Okay, and who else? Kelce and what else?
You got Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill wasn't that. He was playing special teams.
Bruh. Okay,
and was a Pro Bowler that year. I have it right here. Tyreek Hill was a Pro Bowler that year.
Travis
Kelce, the year before he got there. No,
right. Oh, he was a Pro Bowler on special teams, sweetheart.
I'm just saying, in general, you said that he didn't.
Right, I said he played special teams. He was a Pro Bowl returner.
But there were people that made impactful plays to the game. It's a team game.
Right, but when you spit out a supporting cast and you talk as if he didn't elevate the play of those guys and make them become them guys. Like, come on, like be for real.
How did he elevate them if they were already in the AFC
Because
Championship
Tyreek
the
was
year
only
before he
returning
got
kicks.
there?
Tyreek was returning kicks. He went to the Pro Bowl for a return specialist.
And since then, Tyreek got
he played with Mahomes.
That's crap. That's crap. In 2017, he had almost 1,200 receiving yards without Patrick Mahomes. That's with Alex Smith.
Come on.
So now what?
Okay, that's still fair, but I still don't think that his supporting cast was a whole hell of a hum for what Brady didn't have.
It's the same supporting cast that he needed to win Super Bowls.
I can say Brady had
one Super Bowl.
Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. What about them guys?
He won.
They had Gronk. They had Hernandez.
Without that supporting cast.
But everybody has a supporting cast. If you talk about Joe Montana, he had Jerry Rice. If you talk about what's the guy, Troy Aikman, he had Michael Irvin and that O-line he had in that defense. Everybody got supporting cast. That's all I'm saying.
We're not saying that people
like,
don't have a supporting cast. But you said that he made
somebody go out there and win with
You said he made them better. Give me who he made better.
What do you mean?
Tyreek was already a good player. Travis Kelce was already a good player.
I'm wrong on that point. That's cool, but the fact remains the same. Everybody have a supporting cast.
No, absolutely, I agree. To win, I agree.
So so the initial point of what you're talking about don't mean nothing.
No, you said that he made.
That was your point.
We compared to Brady. You said he made players better. That's why he's on.
I only said that because the point of where you made like Brady didn't have no supporting cast, and I'm like, okay, but
the players you named. You gave me Gronkowski's. You gave me Gronkowski's. You gave me Hernandez. Those guys came after Brady was already the starter. The guy Brady was already who he was when they came. So who's to say if they came?
Here's what Brady did have that some quarterbacks didn't. He had the best O-line, point blank. Period.
Exactly.
Speaking of O-line,
that's supporting class. That's supporting class.
Can we talk about the defense? Teddy Bruschi, Ty Law, Rodney Harrison, Vince Wilfork, Richard Seymour, Devin McCourtney. We not even talking about Welker.
Don't talk about
come on.
I mean, but none of them were named. None of them were name brand names before.
He made Wes Welker a Hall of Famer,
bro. Nigga, if you play on a team, bro, that's just how it goes, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying these players. We've seen these players on other teams not be productive.
Yeah,
we've seen a Wes Welker
make them Hall of Fame.
We've seen a Wes Welker with another team not be productive. We've seen a Julian Edelman's on other teams not be productive. But when they were on the Patriots, they were the best players at their position.
Okay, is Tyreek Hill doing what he did when he was playing in Miami? I mean, he's playing
absolutely. Didn't he have a 2,000? Didn't he have a 2,000-yard season?
Almost.
Yeah, but if you look at the numbers,
after Mahomes,
you can't just listen. You can't listen. If you want to just pick tidbits of conversations and piece them together, yeah, you're gonna have some substantials where it can go either way. It's gonna be leading, but at the end of the day, the overall big picture is what I'm talking about. I don't want to get into little minute details and keep going over here to go over there. That's not how that works.
It's not.
The overall picture says that everybody has a supporting cast, bro. No matter what, bro. Whether they got there before them or after them, it's a draft every year, bro. It is what it is.
Here we go, right here. We got it right here. He actually had his best seasons of his career without Patrick Mahomes.
Come on.
Oh my God. Did you not just listen to what I said?
I did listen to what you said.
I just gave credence to that. I said if you want to pick out minute details and go from if we're talking small picture, then yes, he's gonna have a great season. He's a great player. That's what he's supposed to do. You're gonna force feed him. But my thing is this. If you look at the overall picture of what I'm saying, the conversation is about supporting cast, and all quarterbacks of that nature of what we speak of had a supporting cast, bro. Rodgers had one, Peyton had one, Elway had one. Everybody got a supporting cast with players. Why we act like
they didn't? Nobody said that they didn't. Not one person up here said that they didn't have a supporting cast.
Right. So why mention it like
you mentioned it? We're just responding to you.
Yeah, exactly. You brought up the point that his supporting cast. We were saying you comparing to Brady. You were saying he
Right.
makes players around him better.
No, listen, you brought it up because you said Brady didn't have a supporting cast. That's what you said.
Like Brady, like Mahomes, as far as the weapons, and you said he did. You started, and I'm like, okay, give me a player
Right.
that.
And then I said, you know what? Shoot right on that. But if we look at the overall picture, everybody has it. So that negates that because everybody has a supporting cast.
Okay, so then what? So then what? Absolutely throws Mahomes up there. His
I
trajectory
already
just throws him
told
up
you,
there with
bro. He been in the league, what, I think 8 years.
8 years.
Listen, fact check me on that because I see at this point I got to be fact checking on everything because I'm just better than you talking and shit. So fact check it, Tiffany. Go research it. So I think he's been in the league 8 years, and like out of 5 of them, he's been to a Super Bowl, and one of them was his rookie year. Not saying he went to the Super Bowl, but typically a rookie year you don't play. So out of those 5 years, he's already been to 5 Super Bowls, and y'all only give him credit for the ones he won. What about the ones he lost to? He still went.
I didn't. First of all, I don't have to fact check you on this one. We have already acknowledged that he was the catalyst or the person that took Andy Reid's system over the top. But what we're not going to do is act like Andy Reid's system, whether that was in Philadelphia or in Kansas City, wasn't consistently in the
Come on, man. He was in NFC Championship.
Who said that wasn't the case?
Take over. I'm just saying he helped elevate a system by like one level. It's not like we're talking major jumps.
But that's the very highest level that there is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
go to?
It's like the difference between 90% and that 100% is a lot. That 10% isn't a little bit.
We're not saying it's not a little bit.
Right. So what you saying? It really okay.
We're saying that there's people that take it from 50 to 100, and we're not going to compare.
Who are these people? Who are these people that take it from 50 to 100?
Tom Brady. Did we not see Tom Brady leave?
Okay, listen. Let's move past Brady.
Did we not see him leave?
Give me another guy.
We can't move past Brady. We can't move past Brady.
Give me somebody else.
Tell me why we can't move past Brady.
You can't move past Brady for this simple reason, right? Number one, he did take it from. I mean, I think we're sleeping on the Patriots overall, but yes, he took them up several notches, right? But he was also working within a system that facilitated that 100%. They were designed for nothing but victory. It was almost on some military timing over there. But also remember this, right? Or think about this. Right now, what we're doing is we're knocking Mahomes for not having had worse players to play with.
Exactly.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? You punished him for not having a terrible team with him. That's not fair.
It's not knocking Mahomes.
It's not punishing him. We're just saying, and let's not act like the people that we're talking about comparing him to aren't great. We're saying have conversations where Patrick Mahomes is compared to a Troy Aikman, a Joe Montana, a Terry Bradshaw. Once he passes that level, then we can start comparing him to Tom Brady.
I did forget about Terry Bradshaw, actually. That's because, honestly, that's so far back.
Right, but you got to talk about Franco.
But that's why people forget about these guys, right?
We can't talk about supporting cast.
Don't let people forget about them. Don't let people.
Although I do think I recall Terry Bradshaw being like, "Yeah, that boy better than me." Like exactly. I think he did that on live television once. Like, damn, bro, like they balling different than we did. I have to find a clip.
It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new game today. You get what I'm saying? They can't even do what they used to do to Terry Bradshaw. They can't do to Patrick today.
So
you
what? That don't stop us from watching football.
Let me ask you a question.
The car you had 10 years ago ain't the same car you got today, bro. The game gonna change.
I'm just saying. So go ahead.
What does that got to do with anything?
I was gonna say. I mean, I know at least up here we're not gonna agree. So what we'll do is we'll drop a poll and have the people vote. And then we'll see what they say.
Oh yeah, works
for me.
All right, bet. Did y'all happen to catch the Monday night games?
A little bit of it, not the whole thing.
What do y'all think about the fact that the offensive lines are a big conversation right now across the league, and how everybody thinks their offensive line sucks, but Baker down 3 offensive linemen found a way to beat Houston. So, what do y'all think about that?
I personally think that say more about Houston than Tampa Bay. You get me? Because back to back after what they own to, isn't the Texans own to right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like they finding ways to lose a game. Last week they played pretty good on defense. This week they played terrible. You get me? So I really look at it more so at like a Texans problem than Tampa Bay figuring it out.
Yeah, that's my gut feeling on it too. Like I think the league might have caught up to Houston and what they do as far as they scheme and what's his name? What's the coach name out there? Ryan.
Nico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Danico.
Danico Ryans. Like I just feel like you might have those 2 years of spunk with that that fresh interject of life, young coach. You know what I mean? Able to inject some new life into a down organization, and then after a while they just catch up to you, which all
Right.
makes the reason why what my quarterback do so special.
Please,
that's also why the Eagles won what they won. I mean, if you're gonna do that, it's also why the Eagles won. I
but
think.
even on the front of special quarterbacks, I feel like people in law, I know you're gonna just laugh when I say this, but people don't give Baker nearly enough credit.
I like Baker as a quarterback. I always
I
thought
think they
Baker was a
do.
good quarterback. I mean,
think
I watched
they do?
something today. They was giving him his props. I mean, I think he don't turn the leaf on what the expectation was when he got drafted by the Browns, #1, into bouncing around the multiple teams and finding his way. You know what I mean? But I
Well, that
mean,
was just because Odell's daddy made the greatest diss track ever.
yeah, shout out to his daddy.
Drew, did you catch it? I know you like the Bucks. Talk to me.
Actually, funny enough, trying to remember what I was doing Monday afternoon. I don't think I was near TV at all, but I saw some clips of the last drive. So all I can really say is this: the hunger is real. Like you can say whatever else you want to say about Baker, but O-line or not, I mean they completely collapsed around him a couple of times that final drive. Maybe they were tired, maybe the defense was just trying to shut it down, but he found a way to win, and that's all you can really say at this point. This early in the season, he's doing his job. He's finding victories. The boy's clutch. The boy's capable.
He got a dog in him. Baker just a dog. I for sure give him that. He got 100% dog in him.
100%.
Yeah, and he's been like a top 5 passer in the league for at least the past few years.
Yeah, like he should have been sacked at least once or twice on that drive. He simply just refused to take an L. Like that's elite.
So why do you think guys like him, who have consistently, at least over the past few years, have been successful, made the playoffs, are put on a tier below guys like Joe Burrow, who has a couple good passing seasons, but since that one Super Bowl hasn't really done much?
Personally,
Man,
I think they're on the same tier, and
me
I
too,
think
personally.
I think we should ask Dak Prescott that question. Like that's a question for Dak.
I think if anything, they just put Burrow too high in my opinion. You get me?
Yeah.
Been to the playoffs in 3 years. You had like 2 good years. You stay injured. Like any other quarterback, you know what I'm saying? We talking bad about him, but with Burrow, for some reason, they just he get all the hype. So I really just think like he's overhyped in my eyes.
but I think you give him credence because the Bengals. I mean, what was the Bengals franchise before Joe Burrow?
Right.
Disaster. So
Nah, understood.
injuries are a part of the game, and then he's led them. First of all, he took the Bengals to the Super Bowl. Like, let's just not come on
Exactly.
now. Like, let's not act like
Exactly.
it's
Nah,
just
that's big time, bro.
That's
But when you
That's Hollywood Joe.
that's
yeah.
big
Like,
time. But you gotta when you looking at everything else, you know what I'm saying? Like since then, what's going
I
on?
mean, he
Like you
been
have,
injured. You know what I mean? Like, he been injured. I can't.
but
I ain't gonna
but
really just
injury is
judge
a
the man too
but
because he being injured.
but your availability is a big part of everything. You get what I'm saying? If you injured every year, he injured again this year. You get
Yeah,
me?
but that's a part of the
So
game, though.
we
I don't weigh it. I don't necessarily weigh it. I'm not gonna like take from him because he been injured. You know what I mean? Like availability, yeah, true enough. But I'm like, okay, Baker, you don't be on several different teams, bro. I'm not gonna put you in the same category as I would
but
put.
All right,
he's
but
healthy.
where's the consistency though?
Baker
Because outside of the I'm not knocking from the Super Bowl. That was a big deal for sure. But to Rick's point, your best ability is your availability, and people knock Tua. Why? Because he's always injured. It's the same thing for Joe Burrow. He's
everybody else.
but he doesn't
Same
get
thing for
the
Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
right. Yep.
it's like he could have been one of the greatest of the greats, but we'll never know.
Right, but even again though, I mean, y'all so hung up on Baker. Then what NFL team saying about him if he keep going from team to team? Maybe he's just a good bridge quarterback.
That's the point, though, because when you look, at least Baker, with Baker available, his teams are going to the playoffs. This is just a
What
fact.
teams
He's
he
for the
been taking
Browns.
to the
Wait, hold
playoffs?
up.
Last year, was Baker not in the playoffs last year?
Yes, he's been in the.
Come on, with the
playoffs every year
Buccaneers.
with the Buccaneers every year. He was the
So
third
he went to
passer.
the once with the Browns and once with
He
the.
went back-to-back years. Back-to-back
been-
years with the Buccaneers. He's been in the playoffs.
At least
He been with
it
the
might have been
Buccaneers.
3,
He
but
ain't
it's
been with
at
the
least
Buccaneers
2.
that many years.
He's
Yeah,
been
he
with them
has.
twice. This is second year. This is third year, if I'm not mistaken, with the Buccaneers.
Every year since he's been on the Bucs, they've been in the playoffs, right? Like he came in and had that crazy game with the Rams. Nobody's been able to turn around the Panthers, and the Browns are still trash today. Their last playoff win was with him, and the person was Joe Flacco. So like, let's not act like this wasn't a person that was just a victim of the media and their campaigns of who
okay, but taking the Bucks to the play. I mean, they was already a well-built machine.
I'm not even just talking about taking the Bucks to the playoffs, right? Chris
Godwin
got hurt last year. Chris Godwin got hurt last year. Mike Evans was hurt last year.
So we talking about injuries.
I'm making a point. Let me get through it because my point is you don't even know who their wide receivers are after that. And somehow he still had over 4,500 yards and over 40 touchdowns. He was the third passer in the league and second in touchdowns. So let's not get a bunch of backup third and fourth year wide receivers. So
and made the playoffs while Joe Burrow, a healthy season last year, had all them numbers with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and didn't make the playoffs.
Yep.
Okay. So the conversation is what Joe Burrow and
it's overhyped. She was bringing the. She asked, "Why do people look at?"
Okay, I'm not against that. I mean, I guess. I guess. I mean,
why did they not make the playoffs? Was he injured late in the season? Is
he played the entire season?
He has high stats. He had really good stats last year, but I feel like he's a good quarterback.
So what you saying? They make him a top 10 quarterback? Like, what's the point? I'm trying to figure out. Like,
no, the question was why do they judge Baker that way, but then not Joe Burrow?
Oh well, I told you why on that because he been with one team and he took the
You
team
still gotta win. It don't matter if you give me. You still gotta win.
That you asked why they wasn't judged on the same level. I ain't said nothing about. I'm just telling you why they ain't judged on the same level.
And maybe there's this factor to consider too, right? Maybe they simply just
Baker did that with Cleveland. Cleveland, when Baker got drafted to Cleveland, Cleveland had not been to the playoffs. Cleveland had not been to the to the playoffs in how long before Baker got there?
He get credit for that. But why is he no longer with the Browns? Tell me that.
Because Odell's daddy made a diss tape on him.
So you talking pure football, and you telling me because a nigga daddy made a diss track? Now,
no, but that's not what it was.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't think no organization is making a decision based off a nigga daddy writing a rap.
That's exactly what they did, though. It wasn't first of all, it wasn't a rap. Okay, let me say this. It wasn't a rap. He made this highlight tape, and on all these tapes, he was like, look at all the times that my kid was open, but your kid was getting like 7 targets a game and wasn't doing much with him. He chose to omit that and push the narrative that Baker was bad at reads, couldn't find an open wide receiver, et cetera, et cetera. That's why the Browns were not successful, and it cost.
That's embarrassing.
Video or audio, it doesn't matter. The organization's not making a decision based off somebody's parent.
You're talking about the same organization.
The Browns are terrible. Yeah,
correct.
They might. They just might.
Because if Rick was playing football and Rick Daddy was mad, the school is not the school franchise. They not finna say, man, you see, man, we got to trade Rick. His daddy mad.
You are when you're talking about who Odell was at that time. Odell at that time was considered to be
man,
no. In the game.
No, I'm not buying that.
He had motion.
Okay, so
Odell had to prove himself that year. By the way,
that was his number one reason. What was
Odell had to prove himself that year.
No, Odell on the Browns was the guy. That's why him and Baker.
They sent him there to be the guy. They sent him there to be the guy.
Baker was having problems because Baker wasn't throwing him the ball. She got some facts in there.
I'm not saying she got no facts, but
I'm saying his career, the trajectory of Odell's career mattered at that point.
What, in Cleveland?
Yeah.
After his first year, they loved him. That was the only reason why they went to get him. You know what I'm saying?
Was that the year they went to the playoffs?
Yeah, I think that was either the first. Yeah. Was it at his first year?
I gotta check.
And then after that, I think he got injured or something,
I
but
think that was the year because when he dropping up, no, that was with the Giants. I don't even think
He got
that was
hurt
the
with the
same year.
Giants too. He got hurt with the Giants too before he went to the Browns.
Which is why it matters.
See if he. I don't even think he played a playoff game with Baker, if I remember correctly.
I think he played one. They lost. I believe he played one playoff game.
The Browns have been trash historically, and they've done a few things good a few times, but not quite well. Even when Johnny Football first was going over there, they thought he's going to be the savior.
Well,
and ultimately,
oh no, go ahead.
I'm saying, and ultimately, the Browns did what the Browns do. They found ways to not win.
I mean, things happen, right? Like that's my point, right? Like Joe Burrow, outside of that one season, has consistently found ways to not win. Like
they did the same thing.
I'll tell you this. If I had to pick, I'm taking Joe Burrow over.
They both made
Joe Burrow over Baker Mayfield
for sure.
They both made a team relevant.
Yeah,
basically.
Me too. I think Joe Burrow is consistently performing at a higher level. Baker Mayfield is a great quarterback. He's a very, very good quarterback. But
how can you make that statement if Joe Burrow not even consistently playing, bro? Right. That's what confuses me. Because when he is playing. But if he only giving you a season and then he missing the entire next season, that's not even consistent. That's not enough consistency.
But that happens in the game of football, bro. That's
not that much.
Happens. Not exactly. Not that bad, bro. People get injured, but every year, if you especially at quarterback, bro, if a quarterback get injured multiple times in a year, you're gone. You get what I'm saying? Like
Aaron Rodgers.
Most people is gone.
Aaron Rodgers. He got multiple opportunities.
What is this? Joe Burrow's This is Joe Burrow's 6th or 7th year, and we talking about 1 year he made it to the Super Bowl 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Right, Nick but at the end of the day, all it comes back down to is which quarterback do you think, or do you think they're in the same tier? Okay, if they're in the same tier, okay, what does that prove?
Right.
Just bring him down. You know what I'm saying? They got Joe Burrow. When they talk about quarterback, they gonna put Joe Burrow top 3 or 4 every time.
They can't because you got Lamar. You got our boy over there at the Bulls, man.
Allen,
I mean, the
Mahomes,
Bulls, the Bills.
Hurt.
Got Allen. Exactly.
If you look up,
but they do though.
They do this every year. You've never seen Joe Burrow top 5 quarterback?
When Joe was healthy and playing, but now that he's injured and hurt, I don't see that.
At the end of the season, absolutely.
Last year.
Coming into this season, they had him ranked.
They talk that talk.
And it took me a minute, but I found it, and Law was right. Odell did not play in the playoff game that they won.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
Was he there? Was he on the roster?
He was on the roster. Of course. Yeah, he was hurt.
And that's kind of my point back to his daddy, to the daddy comment. Injuries is also a bad look, especially when you're an athletic type of a player. You're a back, you're a receiver, you're one of those players that needs to be healthy to perform very well. You might need some support to state your case for staying there and for not being a bad investment. So maybe that also is a little bit of Dad's motivation for saying what he said.
Not to mention the O-line terrible.
Oh yeah.
In Cleveland?
No, in Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati, yeah.
Oh, but that was my point though about what I just said about Tampa Bay. Like their O-line is terrible. They have 3 different offensive linemen.
Yeah, but look at the organization.
Nah, we can't make no excuses, man.
Wow.
So you're saying that the Bengals organization is ran poorly? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Look it up.
But look at the weapons.
So we going. But
if you could put Jameis Winston
like that
on the Bengals and they would go
get players like that if you don't trade for them because you're sorry to the motherfucker.
Jameis Winston,
you got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. All we talking about, all risk you talking about is T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Give me some more players, bro.
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown. Okay, that's a running back.
The reason why their offensive line sucks is because nowadays people are sacrificing blocking tight ends for receiving tight ends. They're sacrificing fullbacks for running backs that can catch at the back. Like that's what it's changing. Like you need that additional.
That's why they O-line.
Yeah.
No, because if you look at if you look at the success that the Chargers are having, and their offensive line is going crazy right now. They brought in some real blocking tight ends. If you give up the blocking tight end and they bring a blitz on you, one person can't block two people. It's not happening. You're going to get touched every
but
time.
that's not how they doing it.
And that's why
that's a deeper conversation.
Yeah, and that's why your boy Baker had to do what he had to do. He had to scramble, dash, and make something happen. But if you want to say this is a trend league wide, then again, it's not necessarily a disadvantage. You know, if what you're saying is everyone's doing it, you know,
but
then,
it is. But that's why it is a disadvantage, because that's why everyone's saying their offensive line sucks. For the first time ever, we're hearing every team say that their offensive line sucks. I find it very hard to believe that every offensive lineman in the NFL is trash and they're not just hosting open tryouts.
It's just the beginning of the season. You know, it's going to take some time for everybody to figure it out. But I don't think that's the case.
I don't think it is either.
Neither do I. So,
speaking of Joe Burrow and his replacements, I thought that they were going to get Jameis, and that would have been a nice pickup, but it seems like that's not going to happen.
Joe Burrow? Why not the guy that got out there?
Okay, so because I thought that I just like Jameis on the Bengals because I feel like Jameis and T. Higgins and Jameis and Jamar Chase will go crazy. They might lose games, but I mean, that's what they did last year, right? 50-50 record, 5,000 yards. So, like, if we're just looking for a Joe Burrow replacement, I feel like he could be very exciting.
Right, but I think Brownie, he put the same type of number Joe Burrow put up.
Yeah, I thought he put it decent.
You talking about Jameis?
No, Jake Browning. The backup that came in and won when
that was
Joe
Jake
was
Browning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that name from somewhere?
Not Max Browning?
It might be.
I think you said right. Ain't it Jake? I think you said it right.
Yeah, it's Jake. It's Jake.
From where? What school he went to? You know?
I can check. Hold on.
Yeah, check. I'm trying to see who that is.
Washington Huskies.
Okay, that's what I thought that was. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, he looked pretty good.
I mean, he did do better than Joe behind that same offensive line.
He be putting up the same kind of numbers.
What's your thing with Joe, though? Like, you don't like Joe or something?
I like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow just always has stars around him. So when we comparing other quarterbacks and we talk, even when we throwing in Patty, like we talk about Patty, we can at least say Patty played with some players who weren't 5-star receivers or weapons. Joe Burrow, as long as we knew who Joe Burrow was, he's had 5-star weapons around him. We've never seen him play with nobody, you know, on the lower tier.
The name of the game, though. Who
hold on, but then when we watch other people step in his same role, they play the same. They put up the same production.
That was one game.
Multiple. We could do this last year. We could look up every year when throwing.
Listen to what you just said. You said this nigga had nothing but 5-star receivers and 5-star weapons, right? That's what you said, right?
Every time
when he leaves, somebody step in and they do similar production.
So that's my point on Joe Burrow being. I'm just saying, as far as Joe Burrow, the hype on Joe Burrow, him having all of this, everybody, you know what I'm saying? When they throw another guy in his position, bro, he puts up the same numbers. Y'all was just saying y'all will take Joe Burrow over Baker Mayfield and all of this. We've never seen Joe Burrow in a bad situation, man.
Okay, let me ask you this. You're a 49ers fan. Purdy, yes, that's what's going on. You could trade. Who you trading for?
Out of them quarterback?
They both healthy, yeah.
Man, personally, bro.
It's whoever you want, bro.
I'm not even just thinking bias. You know what I'm saying? I'm going off because our offensive system. I'm gonna probably say Joe Burrow off of what I've seen, but I've never seen him with nobody. Still, is my case. I've never seen him.
That's back to our point from earlier, man. When he's healthy, he's definitely the guy out of those two guys. That's why he's.
No, Brock Purdy and Joe Burrow is a different conversation. I
said Brock. I didn't say.
I'm taking my quarterback regardless. He did everything Joe did.
That's true.
And that's
so that would make him better than motherfucking Baker, correct?
Brock?
Yeah.
I'm taking Brock over Baker.
Okay, so then we all agree for the most part.
Exactly. for once.
So you're asking me if I take if I would take Baker over Brock
Yeah.
on
No.
the 49ers team?
No, not Brock. Joe.
Oh, I'm definitely taking Baker over Joe.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So
That's why would I not take Baker over Joe if
I'm not mad at her taking that though. It's my thing. It's my
that's what I'm
thing.
saying. She
Like, that
could.
doesn't-
She gonna lose, but I mean, it is what it is.
actually the truth says I'm not gonna lose, right? Because would you say that Mike Evans is a lower tier wide receiver than T. Higgins?
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
at this point,
Yeah.
I mean,
And would
After
you
what?
say
After
that-
last
at
year?
this point,
and would
yeah,
you say that Chris Godwin is a lower tier wide receiver than
yes,
Jamar
of
Chase?
course.
Absolutely. Talk your
All right.
talk.
Absolutely.
So if you could
Talk
put
your talk.
if you could be the difference
Talk your
between
talk.
Joe Burrow and
You
Baker
think Chris
Mayfield
Godwin and T.
hold
Higgins?
up. Hold up. The difference
What?
between Baker Mayfield and Joe Burrow was all of 200 yards and a touchdown. And Baker made the playoffs. Joe
This is
Burrow
last
didn't.
year.
So yeah. So
One Joe hurt.
no, Joe played the full season. He was the number one passer. Baker was
Oh
number
yeah,
two.
it was just sorry as fuck last year, wasn't it?
The defense.
They just can't find a way to win.
Yeah, they was just sorry.
That's how I see it.
Let's not act like the Bucks have the greatest defense in the world.
And
Like,
let's not.
Well,
Let's not.
shit, Todd Bowles is a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
heck of a coach. Heck of a coach for sure. I don't take that away from him.
Right.
But you
That's
also,
what I'm saying.
but also, no, hold up. They weren't winning games defensively. If you go back and
What?
look at the games that they won, there's a reason why Baker has 14
Todd Bowles
fourth
is
quarter
claim to
comeback.
fame his defense.
14, yes, but Baker Mayfield has had a heck of a lot of offensive comebacks for them to win the game. What we're talking
This
14.
conversation been too long for me to be talking about Baker Mayfield. Seriously, like, come on now, like,
Hey,
You
man.
I'm not gonna make it that much.
lost. He wants to knock it because he lost 14 fourth
Nah.
quarter.
Nah.
Taking that.
Lost the who?
Nah,
What I lose on?
I feel you on that. It's a lot of Baker talk, man. It's
Yeah, we
some
talking about
more
Baker.
exciting plays we talking about. But
Yeah, like what?
y'all, but let's not take away from Tiff's point, man. She definitely is stating a case for Baker. Here's my thing, right? We're talking about who lost what in the playoffs last season. What teams did they lose against? Too, because I believe Burrows, in my opinion, while having a worse defense, probably had the tougher schedule. What would y'all say to that?
No.
Really go with the schedule, the tough schedule stuff, because everything is different every year. You get me? You never know who's gonna play.
Am I a secret Joe Burrow fan, man? Like I'm really trying to ride for this guy right now for some reason. I don't know why.
I think
But,
it's clear and cut. I get like the sentiments. Like I say, I'm more of a big picture guy. So if we're gonna break it down and look at it in certain type of creases and corners and caveats, then yeah, I think everybody's gonna have something that's substantial. But if we go overall big picture and go to what majority might say, I'm kind of putting my, I'm putting my strength and my confidence on that. Like, let's look at the big picture. Like, let's go to the board. If we drafting, if we building a team, if we're a GM, if we're a head coach, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? I'm kind of like that. So that's how I argue. I kind of argue like that. Like if I'm the coach, I'm picking that guy.
All right, so you're on the clock. You're on the clock, and you got those 3 quarterbacks available.
Yeah.
You need a quarterback. You need a quarterback. Who you picking?
Oh, Joe, cool all day.
Okay. Enjoy your 9 and 8.
Which 3? Which 3 quarterbacks?
Same thing from Baker.
I was saying Baker, Brock, Joe for the purposes of this conversation.
Baker, Brock, Joe. All right, Rick, what you got?
Talent wise, if we would do it, what we going off? If we going with scheme, depends the scheme we putting them in.
Who's giving you the best chance to win a Super Bowl this year? That's the question. Who's getting you to the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna say Joe Burrow, the better quarterback. That just off of opinion, because if we go in numbers, his numbers and all of that isn't better.
It's
but
all opinion, though.
If we just going off of just an eye test, when I watch the game, I think Joe Burrow looks better. You know what I'm saying? But does he produce? He doesn't win more. You give me? That's the problem.
But you say he passed more for more yards, right? And
he just looks better. Eye test, when you watch him play, he looks better.
I agree with. I know what he's saying, like real quarterback.
But he doesn't win. You give me? That's my thing. Like when we watch the games, Brock Purdy game might not be as pretty as a Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to win. Baker Mayfield game might not be as pretty as a Joe Burrow. He might not throw the ball as pretty.
When you say
but he's going to win
like that, then that's where I come in with franchise, coach, players around them. You know what I mean? Like, what are we
And
looking
that
at every? You see what I'm saying?
and
Like,
that's why we brought everything up. But so when we going player for player, when Tim just brought up player for player, she named the receivers. And when you
Yep.
stack it, Joe Burrow offense be better than everybody else's.
yeah,
He
but you
has
only
two
say that
premier.
because of two
Yeah,
receivers, though.
he has two. What other team? What other quarterback got? That's a big piece
Yeah, but
for a
that's not his
quarterback.
fault. You can't look
Wait,
at
wait,
that.
wait,
That
wait.
can't be
All
a
right, wait,
fault.
wait, wait, wait. I got okay. This kind of is like a good
You
point
got
to what you're
Mike
saying
Evans.
though, because like when just the point of like being a winner and like that just being in you, that dog in you, or whatever that you have that makes your teammates play better around you, whatever that piece is. The Bengals were losing the game until Joe Burrow got hurt. So, and then Jake Browning came in and took over and won. So like that, he just doesn't have that winner piece in him. That whatever it takes.
It's kind of like a Westbrook. Like you give me all the numbers,
What?
but you don't win.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy. I don't know what
That's
y'all
that's
not,
how
that's
I.
not, that's not, that's not a great comparison at all.
Yeah, and then to answer your question, don't Baker Mayfield got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin? Ain't them two
No.
weapons, bro?
No, Chris Godwin has been out.
No, come on. I'm not talking about.
We know those are good weapons, but they are not better than the guys in
No,
Cincinnati.
but they're weapons.
Absolutely
They're
not.
factors when you put them on the field and you go out there and the other defensive coordinator has to scheme against what? Mike Evans and Chris Godwins and Bucky Irvin and shit like that, right?
They
That's
don't right now.
different.
That's how it works.
That's
That's the same
different.
thing.
That's different than when you going and you game planning against a Jamar Chase. And you
How?
game a Jamar Chase can do way more than a Mike Evans, bro. Mike Evans, you got to worry
So
about him out
what?
jumping your
So
guy.
for what Mike Evans does, he got what do you come on, bro? Like
Mike Evans is just
I'm
a
not saying he's
possession receiver.
better. We talking about weapons. You said weapons. What he
Yeah,
got around
weapons.
him?
We saying Joe Burrow weapons are better than Baker Mayfield's, but Baker Mayfield does more with his weapons than Joe Burrow does.
All right,
We'll drop this one in the chat.
I guess.
Yep.
All right, I got one more.
That was a long Baker Mayfield chat though. I'll give that
It
to
was,
you.
it was.
It got deep.
I ain't never talked this much about Baker Mayfield in my lifetime, man.
All good.
You
This
know,
was
now be thinking
That's her
about him for
boy,
sure.
man.
sports, man. We just
Listen,
getting
That's
started.
her guy.
I might be dreaming about him tonight. Pause. Big pause, major pause. Moving on.
I got one more for y'all. I got one more for y'all. Miami, they still lost the game, but they almost won. They came back. So do y'all think that players only meeting worked?
No, it's over.
Nah, they need to blow it up.
Blow it up. Blow it up,
Blow
man.
that
Blow it up. Please.
Okay. Do you think blow up the team or get rid of Mike McDaniels?
Blow up the team,
The
fire
team.
him and everything, all of it.
Everything.
Trade Tyreek Hill back to Kansas City.
Facts. Tua got to go.
I would like that actually.
Everybody just blow everything up, like you said. I agree 100%.
For Tyreek, we gonna give them to y'all and let's get it.
I would low key like that just because, to your point, like two things. I think Pat is probably like the number one or number two hardest working quarterback in the league, in my opinion. And like, I think that's dope about him. I think that there's so many quarterbacks that are getting caught up on this money tag thing right now and like losing out on like winning games. And like, he has that piece in him. And also, I don't want Andy Reid to retire on bad terms. So I would low-key love to see Tyreek Hill go back to the Chiefs and then pull one more out.
I would love to see the same, but I think no matter what happens on the Andy Reid note, he's solidified no matter what. Even if he never won a ring, I think he's one of the greatest coaches ever to coach the game. But it would be nice to see him go out, with a win. But there's also a lot of other teams out there, who've been putting in that work, who I think, are lining themselves up to get something. If you want to talk about the Bills, you want to talk about the Ravens, if you want to talk about certain teams who've been right there at that level. So as much as I would love to see the Chiefs get one, I guess. Sorry, Law. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other teams out there.
Yeah, I want to see Lamar, man.
Oh, you talking about win the ball?
Yeah.
I'm cool with
I mean,
Lamar.
I think I answered the question she wasn't asking, by the way. But
so he can get out Mahomes' way. You know what I mean?
Man, he gonna be there. He gonna be there forever, bro. Till Mahomes is gone.
Man,
for
listen,
real,
bro. I'm trying to listen.
Yeah.
Listen, we on 2 right now. We still top 2 in the league. I might get the Eagles an edge. They only won 2017. We ain't even got Rasheed Rice. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, like shit.
That's just because the league love y'all. Y'all are not the number 2
Okay,
team.
and they love the Patriots, bro. Listen.
I would say they are like still a top team.
They're not number 2.
Listen, when I'm looking down from the totem pole with the championship trophy, I understand the hate, bro. I get that. I respect it, bro.
There's no hate, man. I'm being honest. You give me, y'all not.
Get it. They do love us. That's what winners supposed to get the benefit of the doubt. That's how they do it in boxing.
Always.
So, and what? So what? The refs on our side. So what?
No. See.
You gotta call
now
it
you
fair,
lost me,
man.
Now you lost me.
No, I gotta be like that. I gotta be like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I mean, it ain't like we gonna start winning no time soon. So I might well just accept it.
How you gonna say that? Y'all 0-2.
Wow.
You say y'all not winning though. Y'all not gonna stop winning no time
in the
soon.
beginning of the conversation, we 0-2. We still.
I'm just saying. So how you gonna say that and then say we ain't gonna stop winning no time soon? Y'all ain't won.
Because these games don't matter. You know what matter.
All these games matter, man.
Nah,
y'all lost the division game as well. Y'all lost to the Chargers already.
That ain't nothing. We'll be wild card.
If y'all won those first 2 games, you wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be saying those games don't matter.
Chief. First of all, Chiefs always lose the first game of the season. That's just how it go.
That's
This game we just lost here, it was to the Eagles. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo, bro.
All right.
The only reason why I'm gonna give him that is because I'm low-key feeling sick about what the Eagles got going on. Like, we won the game and we're 2-0, but it's like I said that season we collapsed. It's not looking right. Like
it looked different. It looked different.
Bad. Yeah. Like ugly win ain't a win to me.
At the same time,
ugly win is a win.
No more.
Ugly win is a win.
It's not.
What did your boy? What your boy say? They say you only threw 100 yards. He goes, "Shut up, motherfucker. We won." Something like that. Y'all still at click?
But he gonna have to do it. He gonna have to do something eventually, man. He can't keep playing like this.
Right. Chris Jones got the same sin in my guy. Y'all barely won. Nigga. Be patient. We on their ass.
That's basically what they said was we won by a field goal. And we were playing at our worst. And like when you think about stuff like that and you really look at how Kansas City was playing and you look at the fact that we barely got out of that game, I'm like, it's gonna be a tough season, like if we don't get it together.
But what does that actually say about Kansas City now? You know, like
we correct.
You can sit there and say, "Hey, man, we played a horrible game," but it's like, okay, so did we.
Hold on. So I said, let me tell y'all what it says, because this is my team. If y'all don't mind, I like to take the reign on this one. What it says is we corrected that old line. The Ohio State tackle, motherfucking 10-year vet pro, all pro bucket. He that. Then we moved the guy we took in the second round, the guard. He's gonna be next to him. We got them for 3-4 years on rookie contracts. So we solidified. We paid Trey Smith, or about to pay him. So we good. The right tackle, we still a little shaky. So
I was about to say, what you gonna do about that right tackle, man?
We got a guy on the bench. That can compete with him. And then the worst case scenario, we get a blocking tight end. Add a blocking tight end, whatever the fuck that means, right?
Yeah.
So if we do that, we get our boy back, Rasheed Rice, in 4 more games. Then Xavier Worthy should be coming back around that same time. And then we're going to trade for Tyreek.
And are you going to keep Hollywood?
Nah, we'll let his ass go.
Hollywood Brown got to go after everything he did for you?
He got to go. He ain't got enough.
He ain't nothing.
Yeah, he ain't got enough. He ain't got enough.
Everything he's done for this family.
He ain't did a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, he did nothing.